Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Sunless Sea. So, as you can see, we're actually already at the Crimean Canal staging area because it was only a relatively short and straight trip up here from the Iron Republic. So I figured we might as well skip that. And let's see what we can do here. So, travel to the surface. Right. We need 2 supplies, way less than I thought. But also 22 fuel, which is exactly as much as I thought. So yeah, we'll have to restock on that. So we, if for no other reason, then we need to have that much left by the time we get here. So we will actually have to pretty much fill our hold entirely with fuel. This one's interesting. I'm not entirely sure about this mechanic. I know that we have gained one of these menaces, yearning, burning. I'm not entirely sure what we got that for. Also, we can't have more than 199 of that, which is kind of crazy. Actually, maybe we got this in the Grand Geode, now that I think about it. Yearning, burning. That might have something to do with yearning for sunlight? Perhaps? I don't know. Feels like that might be connected. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we gain a lot of that by visiting the surface. And who knows what that's going to do in the long run. Listen for surface gossip. Okay, that's the event that we can do here. Gather information for a port report? Well, yes, obviously. Business as usual. The gates open and shut. The locks remain free from sabotage. If anywhere besides London is safe in all the undersea, it's here. The surface nations have an interest in keeping the way open. Yes. Well, listen for surface gossip. Might as well. Okay. Daylight. This would be a prime spot for a pub or wine shop, but the interests of the Echo Bazaar and the laws of London prevent it. They don't like competition. Still, there's temporary half-legal hostelries in Longmore Chips. I think this is exactly the same as I remember getting here at some point in the past. I have one vision of the surface. I mean, we're gonna have more visions of the surface. In Vanderbilt, they're always eager for news of the surface. I wasn't planning to return all the way up there. Even though we have the Claytory Air now, so we would probably encounter her father when we return, but we don't otherwise have much of a reason to. It's a bit of a trip. So, yeah, that's fine. Shops? Well, some last-minute shopping opportunities here, but obviously at very much increased prices. So, thanks, but no thanks. Well, and I suppose that's all we can do here now. I basically mostly wanted to remind myself exactly how much we needed for the trip, but also, of course, to get that final report, even though it's not going to be worth much. But yeah, with this, we can actually manually save over number 12, was the one I started with. I mean, might as well. And, right, I was running away from this jellyfish when I docked. But thankfully it has forgotten about me. Terror is at 8. I feel like that's fine. Let's see, in London is, yeah, pretty much straight north. Who are you? You're not pulling me into combat, so I guess you're not hostile. Good. So I guess not every ship is necessarily hostile. Thankfully that one wasn't. Okay, I think we need to go around like this a little bit. Through the Murray Straits. I've been here, right? Oh yeah, of course, it's Mountain Island. It's crazy, you literally see that when you're sailing south. See that docking point. And yeah, I don't know how I missed this earlier. That's kind of crazy, even for me. I don't know. It seems impossible to miss, literally impossible, but I somehow managed. Weird. I guess maybe I just never went around that way? Ah, yeah, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Although, didn't I go through here? Maybe I was so focused on this coast, on sticking close to that coast for some reason. Maybe I was fighting something. I suppose there are 100 possibilities, 100 things I could potentially, you know, distract me enough. I guess I could get a Z story there at the lightship in exchange for one recent news. That's one source that might be renewable. Anyway, home sweet home. Returning to London. Okay. And since we did not immediately get an inspection, I guess we're not getting one. Again, we're not really smuggling anything, so that wouldn't be a problem. Okay, collect messages from the harbor master. Something has changed. Someone wants to sign on. The blind bruiser attends to business on the dock. The blind bruiser. Does he know? Another day, a free evening. Rose Market hasn't changed because it's higher than 0. Okay, if you say so. Oh. Hi. A little proposal. Good evening, my lady, and what a marvelous evening it is, if you don't mind my saying so, and given it's my impression that you are an obliging sort, I imagine you will not mind at all. And since you are so very obliging, perhaps you wouldn't mind making a little detour via Mount Palmerston with a few articles of cargo if you happen to be in the area. The cheery man will of course cover your expenses for this trifling inconvenience. You will need at least 1 unit of space in your hold. Accept the commission. It is only, after all, a trifling inconvenience. You will need at least 1 unit of space. Okay, it's just repeating that here. Ask if there is another task you could perform instead. I see you're hesitant. Perhaps you find Mount Palmerston unbearable, and who could blame you? Well, if you have the vinegar, there is another matter which you might be able to assist me with. Refuse the commission. Your hold is full. Your affairs are complex. Mount Palmerston is far away and full of devils. Oh, Mount Palmerston is not here. Okay. So that's some distant port somewhere. Well, more or less distant. I thought it was like just a place around London that I was supposed to visit. I mean, that's obviously not really in line with my current plans. 1 unit of space in my hold, I mean, that's not a problem necessarily, but of course I would rather just not deal with these guys. Of course, you know, I did accept the goods earlier, and I was wondering if they would already be, you know, wanting something in return, or if I'd be good for now. Obviously not entirely. Surely refusing is going to have some unpleasant consequences at some point. Right, okay, that makes more sense then. We're supposed to deliver something there. A few articles of cargo, but only 1 unit worth of space. I mean, that's definitely going to make me more suspicious. You know what? Screw them. Refuse the commission. Everything is probably perfectly alright. Yeah, exactly. I have to say you've made me very sad. The blind bruiser wags a scarred finger. Of course, though I do understand. The unterzee is terribly dangerous, as every sailor knows, and you need to be careful of unforeseen consequences. He nods ponderously. Unforeseen consequences, he repeats. Well, good day to you. I mean, not entirely unforeseen at this point, but, you know, everything's probably perfectly alright. In other words, everything is absolutely not perfectly alright. Like, not at all. But that's, well, we'll deal with that if and when the time comes. And, you know, that's fine. It's gonna be fine. Everything's probably perfectly fine. Story. Dark Spectacle Admiral. We can definitely do things with and for him. Merchant Venturer. A visit to Cleathermont's Tattoo Parlor. Ah, yes. Right. I did see this once. The Dauntless Hand. Commemorate your daring. This will increase your iron by 2 permanently and cure up to 25 points of terror. Well, we do have 9. The Wheel of Mists. Okay. Yeah, so maybe I should wait. These are basically free. I mean, not entirely, but we have 3 Tales of Terror, so we can easily do that. I could use my 1Z story, sure. Memory of Distant Shores, we have 3 of these. Even, I guess it's mostly a choice. Huh, interesting. parts by 2. I mean, what would we need the most? I guess Veils is the lowest, so... But then, of course... No, wait. Never mind. Mirrors? Oh, Veils. Wheels of Mist. Could bring that slightly more in line with all the other stats. Would still be lagging behind quite a bit, though. The Gambit. Wait, don't we have this? Why do I seem to remember getting this? Do I not have that? Hold on. I guess I can't. If it says I don't have it, then I guess the game's right, but... Huh. Okay. Must be confusing that with something. Learning about the bench poissonnier. Right, that guy was also an option for the cook position. Well, so we could do this, right? Remain unblemished. The thing is, I kind of want to wait until I actually have at least 25 points of terror to cure. Yeah, I mean, that seems to make the most sense. So, otherwise, curing terror is pretty expensive, and you don't often get a whole lot of terror removed at all. So 25 seems like a huge amount, actually. The Merchant Venturer. I have need of a reliable agent, failing that an inventive one. Here are my requirements. An opportunity for profit. He has very specific needs, but he'll pay much better than market rates. And he won't ask how you came by these things. An occurrence, your objective, the venturer. A treatment, a scheme. The venturer has a request. Speak to him further or check your journal. Something intricate. 7 outlandish artifacts. Right. And 7 bales of parabola linen. I think those were available at the Iron Republic after actually accessing the bazaar. The Buzz Bazaar. But obviously, well, those were way too expensive. Didn't each one of those require like multiple items in exchange and not even just echoes? Something like that. I don't know. Either way, this seems very far away, very far out of reach for now. But thanks for your interest. Rosa's Wharf. Okay. We don't have an unread log or extraordinary implications, so nothing we can do here. Well, we can speak to this guy. Submit vital intelligence. Unfortunately, we did not get any of that. Wait. Didn't I? Okay, now I'm really confused. Did I not specifically get one of these? What did I get? We have plenty of port reports. I could have sworn. I must have gotten one and then reloaded or something. I'd forgotten about that detail. Beginner's luck. What? Wait, why do I still have this? I used up my beginner's luck. To get the mirror catch box, What? Okay. I'm really starting to lose my mind. Maybe. I could have absolutely sworn that I mean, about the move in the Great Game, I wasn't entirely sure, but the revelatory chart, I was sure. Okay, that's weird. Okay, we could also use a shipment of red honey here, as I thought. But of course, well, we can't do that. Submit reports. There. Shepherd Isles submit as fact. Okay. Shepherd Isles. Abbey Rock. Humean Canal. Iron Republic. Isle of Cats. Visage. Port Carnelian. Grand Geode. Quaker's Haven. Yeah, I mean, okay. Interesting that we have this special option here about the Shepherd Isles. I'm gonna submit everything else first, and then I'm obviously going to attempt this. Because why not? Abbey Rock. We categorize it as a military installation, you know, although that has occasioned some quite vigorous debate. Okay, 1 favor, 20 echoes, 1 fuel. Right, I forgot that we're also gonna get free fuel for all of these. Or most of these, at least. Cumian Canal. Okay, yeah, not this one. That's fine. Iron Republic. Surely this one's valuable. 10 echo, lost 1 terror, gained 1 fuel. Okay, that's not... That didn't pay quite as well as I thought. But, you know, it's fine. Isle of Cats. Report submitted. Yes, well, we did rather know about these rose gardens. Not good news that they're prospering, though. Really should have nipped it in the, if you'll allow me, bud. Huh. And trading with the Khanate? With the Iron Republic? Bother. I may have to have a meeting about this. Okay, 30 echoes. Gained another favor. Okay. And another fuel. Visage. Ah, the island that looks up. I don't suppose you've found out what it's staring at. Well, the ceiling, apparently. 40 echoes. Another favor. Another fuel. Okay. Port Carnelian. 30 echoes. 1 fuel. 1 favor. Grand Geode. The Admiralty official takes notes scrupulously, but with an expression of mild terror, like a novice vivisector wincing with a scalpel. The rest of the office studiously busy themselves with other tasks. 10 echoes, 1 fuel, 1 favor. Okay. Quaker's Haven. Achievement unlocked, rules the waves. Okay. That might be for 10 favors. I think so. I think I saw that there was an achievement for that. Been trying the original Robbery Lumps, have we? Robbery Lumps. I don't think I have. 5 echoes, and more fuel. 25. The hold must be, well, not quite full. Has to speak to the dark spectacled admiral. Do you have an appointment? No, but we do have the favors necessary. Surely this is not going to actually use up the favors, right? Okay, first things first. Save. 13. A good number, for sure. Let's do this one. Failed in a challenge, that's expected. Candidly, I'm not sure why you saw fit to trouble us with this nonsense. Is there anything else? Honestly, I don't even remember exactly what happened there. What is supposed to be so weird about that place? We still got the fuel, though, which is weird. But, you know, I'm not going to accept that so easily. 18%, that's plenty. No problem at all. Biggest problem is enduring the loading times every time, but, you know, it's fine. Submit port reports, continue, go, failed, load game. I should probably just pause recording until this works, but yeah, I mean, I really should. If nothing else, doing so will ensure that it works immediately. Huh, what do you know? First try. No, not really. It took me like 6 or 7 reloads or something like that. But we got it. Good heavens, here's your payment. This is quite extraordinary. I must rush this upstairs immediately. 1 moment. Succeeded in a Veils challenge. Okay. 50 echoes. Heck yeah. Another favor. And fuel. Awesome. I mean, I don't know how much I lied, but, you know, the important part is that it worked. I'm obviously going to save that, because I'm not going to do this again. Save, yes. And, asked to see him, I guess? No appointment, but, apparently I'm to show you in any way. Well, assistance with subsystems. Submit vital intelligence. Wait, isn't this... Well, that's all the same stuff as before. Yes, of course. Okay, this is not new at all. Never mind then. Yeah, okay. I mean, good to know that we could do this and not be completely screwed. Or, you know, use the option to have our hull repaired by using up a bunch of favors. I guess that's what we have them for. But of course you don't really want to go below 3, or else you're gonna lose access to all of these things. I don't know if that's really... I mean, obviously I'm not really making use of those options, but anyway. Rosa's Wharf, no, we couldn't do anything here. Perhaps not. So, we have a good amount of money. Now, the really important, or really interesting question is, we can sell our mushroom wine here. And since we want room in our hold, we could have sold them for 21 in that other place. I forget which one exactly it was. Oh, we can actually buy bales of parabola linen. Interesting. For obviously, I mean, we need what, 7 of them? So yeah, that's not really an option. Crate of human souls, blue feathers, casket of sapphires. Huh. You can buy them for 88 at the Carnelian Coast and sell them, or Port Carnelian, and sell them for 90 here. Surely there must be... I mean, again, the game is actively... Yeah, slim profits, seek other opportunities. Why even allow this in the first place, then? I suppose just so there are places where you can technically sell things at a bit more of a profit, but just going out of your way to actually buy and sell and just make money via trade that way is not very profitable at all. I guess it's never going to be. Anyway, yeah, we'll just sell these. I mean, if nothing else, yeah, I can just buy them back for 21. So whatever, right? If I really need one somewhere, I could do that. Now we do have enough. Well, we have. Okay, let's see here. We have 5 open slots in our hold. We have more fuel than we need, and we can probably make it to the canal and still have 22 fuel left to make the surface trip. Oh, I said I wanted to check that. Yeah, good thing I see this. I wanted to check out what the Cannoneer's demonstration was all about. I doubt it's gonna end up being worth the severe investment. I mean, if it actually only consumes the torpedo components, I guess that's not so bad. And it's definitely interesting enough to want to give it a try. Anyway, your lodgings, might as well go ahead and do this. Lost 1 Terror, nice, nice. Yeah, Terror 7, looking just fine. Purchase, consider retirement. I want to say that at some point, somewhere, I saw the option to create an ironclad will. Or was that something... Can you buy that somewhere? Not here. Ironclad will. Why would you buy that here? That makes no sense. Mere clay. Are you now? Elderly steeple engine, we have that. With an optical. Where is +1? Yeah, no, I don't know. Is this the one? Forward weapon? No. Yes? Maybe? Deck weapon? No, we don't have a forward compartment. We have a deck compartment. And we currently have this, right, as indicated by the 1 right there. So I could technically buy this and still fill my hold with fuel. I guess I can buy this and sell the old one too. So, oh well, that sells for 10. So, yeah. I mean, still, I could do that. But is there going to be... Will I need it on the surface? I guess that depends. Again, if the surface is actually a place to explore, or if it's just, you know, an event, a menu, basically. I mean, I feel like the main gameplay is going to be confined to the unterzee, right? That's the entire idea. So I don't expect the surface to actually be a place to swim around on, you know. But you never know. If it is, of course, a new weapon might absolutely come in handy if I find myself having to defend myself. But for now, I'm just going to assume that that's not the case. And ideally, we'll return even richer than we are right now, and, you know, somehow make profit from that trip. Surely we must profit from it, benefit from it, in some kind of way. Or else, what would be the point, right? And then, who knows, maybe we find ourselves being able to afford something even better. Maybe. Okay. Before I do anything else, though, I'm gonna save again. We sold the mushroom wine. That's perfectly fine. We can buy it back for a minimal loss. So we're just gonna save here. Yes. And buy 5 of these. Oh, those don't even. Oh, those don't even take up room. That's convenient. Or else torpedoes would be really awkward to use. Okay, auxiliary. I guess the better lamps would go into the auxiliary slot, didn't they? Yeah. Okay. I could buy one of those, but not now, of course. For now, I'm gonna speak to her, and we can do this. We're unlocked with 10 fuel, 5 torpedo components, and 5 supplies. Let's take a look at this. Flowers of Flame. The cannoneer has found ways to calibrate your weapons for additional death and explosions. When the smoke clears, however, it is impossible to deny that the risk and expense of most of these tricks is a little too great. Only a couple of minor modifications are safe to use. But do you know, the cannoneer says, squinting thoughtfully, it reminds me of a story. The Iron and Misery Company we're testing something. I'm still supposed to find that place, and I never have. It must just be further eastward. Further east from London, of course, than I have been. Definitely not anywhere to the north or south. We're testing something. Destroyed one of their outlying stations. Destroyed it to bits. If you can find me the prototype, I can make it work for us. Can you take me to Demo Island? I used to know the factor there. He might talk. You've lost 5 supplies, lost 5 torpedoes, lost 10 fuel. Gained 1 Tale of Terror, 77 fragments. Gained 1 iron permanently. Wow. That is costly, though. I mean, that cost me basically 225 echoes. Yikes. I mean, at least we got something out of it. We got an iron increase, which is nice, I guess. A decent number of fragments. A Tale of Terror, which might or might not come in handy. But obviously, that set us back a lot. 10 fuel alone is kind of nuts. I mean, we can refill that all. I don't know though. We can always. I feel we can always do this later. I'm obviously not planning to head to wherever Demo Island might be, but that is good to know. Right, increase iron. Not right now. Was there anything else? No. Right, she wants a Searing Enigma. And you want the Strange Catch, which I still have no idea how to do. Okay, load game. Now we know. It really does consume. All this time I was not sure if it would actually use up those insane numbers of resources. I felt like, I don't know, maybe somehow you need to have them, but it's not actually going to consume them. But nope. Sure enough, it did. Anyway, London. Is there actually anything else we can do here? A new recruit. Oh, there is. Good thing I checked. Who awaits your attention? Sigil-ridden navigator. Unfortunately, we already have a navigator. And there's only this one option, huh? 50 echoes. Wait, this is the same... Isn't this the same person? It totally is the same person. Interesting. Okay. Well, if I had a ton of echoes to spare, as if that's ever going to happen in this game, I totally would hire him just to have him, just to see what his quest is. I mean, okay, we just saved, so I will actually hire him just to take a look at what exactly his stats are, and, you know, if he seems like an interesting character. I'm sure he is gonna be interesting because literally every single character in this game is, you know, highly exotic. Thank you. Oh my god, the air. It's clearer already. Let me chart a course for you. Oh, my head. Appoint your officer. Right. Officer. Oh, you look weird. Although, now that I look at you, have I seen you before? Have I hired this guy before? Mirror 6. Veils 3. Obviously, we could use some extra veils. Mirror 6 pages 3. Mirror 6 veils 3. I mean, pages are also nice to have. Let's speak to you. Yeah, I've definitely seen this weird face before. In fact, he totally looks like, I don't know, maybe he reminds me very vaguely of someone, but this portrait seems like it looks like a caricature of a real person, more so than any other portraits I've seen. Which also very strongly vary a lot, I guess I should say, between, you know, from one portrait to the next. Like there was was she a... No, she was an engineer, yeah. I forget her name. We recruited her at one point. Her portrait had an art style. That was, I want to say, pretty similar to the Carnelian Exile. Then, of course, there's the art style. Yeah, these are clearly by the same artist, right? Or, well, looks like they are. And then, yeah, Carnelian Exile and that engineer I'm thinking of were probably by the same artist as well. And then this one is yet another artist, right? That's a different style again. So, yeah, interesting. Invite him to dine with you. Increase your mirrors. That takes one supplies. I mean, might as well. Forgetfulness. Seconds then thirds disappear in small, hasty morsels. He's nervous and not a gifted conversationalist. You do your best to plug the silence. When you ask about his past, he winces. I can't say, my lady. This, he taps the livid sigil on his temple, which twitches like a scorpion's sting, has burned away my memories. I recall I have a brother, but not his name or where he is. I remember the names of the ships I served on, the Implicit, the Bonnie Swan, but not their crew. How did he come by the sigil? He clutches his head. I don't know. Thinking about it is like fire in my skull. He grits his teeth. Someone must have hated me very much to curse me with it. But I can't even remember my enemy. Oh, you totally inflicted that on yourself to suppress some terrible memory, my friend. Speak to him again to advance his story. Really? I can't just do that? I mean, I'm not really planning to continue on with this. Okay. Captain, my sleep is riddled with dreams, my lady. Dreams of bells and candles. And books, perhaps? A destination. He paces the deck. I see a lonely house lit by tallow and wick. A bell is ringing. It rings now. Do you hear it? He scratches at his sigil, which has begun to bleed. Do you know this place, Captain? Can I plot a course? A place of candles and bells, a chapel of lights, a northern church where no sin is too terrible. Okay, apparently I know of that, but I haven't been there. Wants to go to the chapel of lights to find his lost memories. I mean, that's the cheapest and most straightforward officer quest so far. Doesn't require really nearly any resources, just one crate of supplies, and just sends me to a place. All I need to do is find it, and surely everything's going to resolve itself as soon as we get there. No problem. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. I guess it only cost me 50 echoes and one supplies. Not terrible. Might as well. Shops. Okay, I keep looking, I know. So we have 6 open cargo slots. Obviously, we want a little bit more fuel. We only need 2 supplies for the trip, but I'm gonna get 1 extra. I don't know. Should I get a flare? Yes. Yes, I will. Just in case. Foxfire candles. What do these do again? I guess they are ultimately just candles? Well, or they can serve as just candles, I guess. We could have used one somewhere. Was it as a gift? Was it at some point during on the Visage Island event, I want to say, we could have used candles, just like we could have used a flare. Or was it somewhere else? I don't know. Anyway, 28 fuel, 8 supplies, that's plenty for what I'm planning to do. And we still have a bit of money left, which makes me feel nice and safe. Probably for no reason at all. Okay, what else? Visit the university. Oh, we never did this. Well, we have plenty of secrets, so might as well. Quite impressed. Oh, yes. Okay, the alarming scholar. Favorite antiquarian, right. Gained 1 pages. Yes. Okay, the alarming scholar. Memory of distant shores. We have 3 of those. A Z story, we have 1 of those. Captivating treasure. Ooh, we do have 1 of those. Searing enigma. Dread surmise. Right, that's the one that changes things. 7 searing enigmas. Extraordinary complication. Implication. Intriguing snippet. Oh, okay, never mind. They want 1 of those. Okay, I mean, we have plenty of things to turn in here. We might as well, right? Let's go with the captivating treasure. That seems like the most... I don't know, the most valuable out of the things. Shiny, and you polished it before you brought it in, so it's even shinier today. Surely, we're gonna get a lot out of this. What?! Such wealth. You've earned enough echoes to buy better equipment for your ship. Click on the shop step. Yes. Okay. Thanks, game. Wow. I was not expecting that kind of reward. Holy crap. We got this during the Visage quest. Wow. Okay. And that disappeared now. Well then, let's go with the other thing that we got there that I've never seen anywhere else before. Intriguing snippet. I might perhaps classify this as gossip, not data. Nevertheless. 50 echoes. Okay. Oh ho, zesty zesty. This one will do very well shared. Thank you. Your payment. Okay. Fair's antiquarian is increasing. 1 change point, 2 more needed to reach level 3. Okay, but 50 bucks. I'll take it. Memories of distant shores. Okay. 1 more needed to reach level 3. Regain 10 echoes for that. Okay, yeah, those are not very valuable. A Z story. About the same. Increased to 3. You have combed the Z for stories and other treasures. Right. Lost my 1 Z story. Gained 10 more echoes. Okay. So the favors with him or her are changing, but I don't know if that necessarily did anything for us right away. I guess not. Matter of luck, pretty good odds when we carouse. Put your ship in dry dock. No new recruit. Well, suddenly I find myself with a lot of money. So much, in fact, that I could do a bunch of different things. I could, interestingly enough, purchase an elegant townhouse. Does this do anything for me? I mean, surely it does something. Consider retirement. For which we need... Wait. This allows you to review options which will end the game. You can safely scrutinize them without choosing one. Okay, good to know. I guess I can do that as soon as I have an elegant townhouse. Or a Z-site mansion, which is not available here. Visit your study. Oh, once your lodgings are large enough to support a study, you can create items such as an ironclad will, a whispering trophy cabinet, or a song of the Z. Right, and that we can do that as soon as we have our own house. Wow, this is super intriguing. If I do this, I could even still upgrade my gun, for example. Although maybe other things are more pressing. Well, first things first. I guess we did want to turn in those things, especially that whatever it was called, the treasure. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that that's fine. I'm also gonna keep the officer. I have done all the shopping I need. Okay, I mean all the shopping I need for the trip. Everything else from now on is just, well, a bonus. Manual save. Yes, I'm still gonna do a new save file because why not? Purchase an elegant townhouse just to see. Sailor service. You have your crew cart your things from the blind helmsman to your new address. If anyone respectable calls, they'll pass as servants. Resting in snow, more expensive but more effective. Oh, really? Why would it be more expensive in my own house? Which is also surprisingly cheap, you know? 1,000 echoes? Doesn't seem like a huge amount of money in this world. Certainly a small amount for an entire house, but I'm not complaining. Anyway, visit your study. Sure. Private sanctuary. Create a shrine to stone. You know the hymns, the prayers, the traditions? Perhaps you believe, perhaps you don't, but it'll comfort the sailors. Am I not defiant, or was that another... No, that was in this game, wasn't it? Okay, we do need another captivating treasure for it. And 7 secrets. Okay, create an anatomical cabinet. You've learned so much. Now create an object lesson that will guide you in the destruction of your enemies. The process of creating the cabinet will increase your iron by 7, as high as 200, and the cabinet is an auxiliary item worth a further 7 iron. Okay, so I get a 7 permanent iron and an item that increases it by 7 when I equip it. Which requires 1 supplies, I guess because it takes some time to build, 7 lamentable relics. And 7 secrets. Okay. Create a serene aquarium. You know the secrets of this peculiar specimen. Construct an environment that will display it to its best advantage. Increases mirrors. Okay. Requires 1 live specimen, I see, which I could probably, presumably get somewhere, somehow. Or buy at the Labyrinth of Tigers. Create a monstrous almanac. You could fill whole shelves of notebooks with what you've learned of the Z. I wouldn't go that far, not quite yet. It's monsters, it's treasures, it's secrets, and so you will. Pages. Okay, which only takes 7 outlandish artifacts and 7 secrets. Interestingly, it doesn't take supplies. Okay, I guess because... I suppose supplies, as in the actual materials required to construct these things, whereas here we're just writing a book. Create a whispering trophy case. Yes, yes, when the bones are emplaced, you will hear them when you sleep. Increases veils. Well, we could use that. We have... No, never mind. I thought this was somehow related to Terrors of Story. Yeah, Stories of Terror. But no, strange catches. Well... If only I knew how to acquire those. Write a will. The court of chancery, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom it may devour. Ensure it doesn't get its lion tentacles on your property when you're gone. Should you die, this will ensure that your heir retains your lodgings and any heirlooms you've accumulated. That's not the ironclad will, though, is it? Write the Song of the Z. Whoa. Whoa, wait, what? Port Report Irem. Port Report King's Eater's Castle. Khan's Heart. Mount Palmerston, okay. The place that the shady guy wanted me to visit, wanted me to deliver something to. Port Cecil. 40 secrets. Holy moly. 77 Tales of Terror. 77 Z stories, because why not? Memories of Distant Shores. 1 Whispering Trophy Case, Monstrous Almanac, Serene Aquarium, Anatomical Cabinet, and Shrine to Stone, of course. Yeah, okay. You've assembled a store of lore and a collection of antiquities. Your knowledge of the Z rivals that of any captain of history. Write it all down. This will create the Song of the Z, which allows you to retire happily if you have the correct ambition, and is a pretty nifty item in its own right. It requires the Cabinet Aquarium S, which will all be created here in your study. I mean, that seems like the super overachiever kind of thing for someone who's somehow mastered this game to an extreme extent. I mean, surely all of these are very distant places to visit in the first place. Also, make sure to not accidentally turn them into the Admiralty, I guess. But just amassing these sheer numbers of stories and tales and memories, that's insane. And then, of course, all of these things are very, expensive to make. Wow. Yeah, so needless to say, that's never going to happen. Convert a collection of outlandish artifacts into an heirloom. Individually, these artifacts are interesting. Together, they're unique. This is a way to pass on money to your next character. You'll need to pay a small fee to write these treasures into your will. Oh yeah, okay, I mean, this is a small fee. 10 outlandish artifacts. Need one ironclad will. Okay, so write a will that is considered the ironclad will. That's the same thing then. Okay. Should you die, this will ensure that your heir retains your lodgings and any heirlooms you've accumulated. 200 echoes though. Again, if I wasn't playing with the intention of making it as far as I possibly can, through extensive use of save files, this would be a useful thing. But I'm not really planning to die and have an heir, you know? So, yeah, I don't think so. Adorn your lodgings with captivating treasures. Convert captivating treasures into heirlooms. Wait, we need only one of them, okay? And they'll adorn your lodgings until the day you die. After that, your family will probably sell them. This is a way to pass on money. Okay. Wait. Yeah, okay, so, right, I had read this, but not this. You can have no more than 11 heirlooms, or 16 in a mansion, and you'll need to pay a small fee to write these treasures. Okay, yes. No more than 11 heirlooms, right, makes sense. Okay, yeah, well, those are some interesting options. The thing is, where are my lodgings? Wait, oh, right there. So resting now costs 100. Wow. Reduce your terror, heal 2 wounds, and give you 2 restful nights if you do not already have some. Sell your townhouse for what? Times are hard, perhaps you should return to a simpler life. This will sell your townhouse. After moving expenses and fees, you'll be 500 echoes richer. You must also sell off any heirlooms first. Okay, now we can actually upgrade to a mansion for 10,000. Yeah, that's more like it. Something up by the Prickfinger Waste, but not too near the carnival. Something with a view. Consider retirement from seafaring life. I could do that. Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, the mansion, or not mansion, the thing, the house, the townhouse is nice. But none of the options it offers are actually anything I can do anytime soon. So in fact, having that right now only makes resting more expensive. That's really all it does. Well, more efficient, more effective, but also more expensive. So really, that's probably not something I need to worry about. Especially if I'm not planning to, leave things to my heir. I will explore this though. Maybe it's time. You know what? Maybe it is. If nothing else, maybe it's time. This allows you to review options which will end the game. If nothing else, this would be a way to end the game not in favor. Not in favor? What? What am I saying? Not in failure. No, that's not what I wanted to say. What? No, actually, that might be what I wanted to say. Yeah. So to end the game, well, to basically win the game. I mean, I'm not solving my main quest, but at least it will be a captain that doesn't just die somewhere ingloriously. You're ready to end your life at sea before the unterzee ends it for you. If you've completed an ambition, this is unambiguously a win. Otherwise, perhaps call it a draw. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should call it a draw, if we're being honest here. You must be retiring to at least an elegant townhouse. In any case, you have standards. Retire. I mean, I'll still be able to reload my save file, of course, but I just want to see. A peaceful conclusion. It's a good life. It may not be the best of all possible lives, but you eat well, sleep well, and never drown. You can write your memoirs, take up a hobby, beekeeping perhaps, basket weaving, cat collecting, bat watching. Yeah, why not all of those? This captain's career is complete. You gain 2 hearts, for what it's worth. I suppose, technically, wait, you total 34? I guess, yeah, okay, and we're getting some from her. Choose a legacy to preserve something for your next captain. Yeah, okay, at least we didn't die. And I suppose our hearts increase just for the purpose of retaining some of that, 50% of that, if we choose shipmate in this case. Well, title screen or main menu? Wait, title screen, main menu, Title screen? Main menu? Oh, that menu. Right, okay. Can also hit escape, of course. Yeah, well... Right, we don't have the Ironclad Will. Or any of these things. Traveling Light. Increase your starting mirrors. Manual of Miracles. I don't even know... Oh, actually... Oh, no, never mind. It literally tells you where those things are. Rise high and go east. Go north. Find one who was forgotten. Raise a child. Bring it gifts from the sea. Wow. This captain's career is complete. Well, I mean, it's obviously it's not. Come on. Load game. Don't be silly. Don't be silly and don't actually buy that townhouse right now. Because we just don't need it, as it turns out. I would still like to have it, but obviously there are better things to do with the money. Maybe I'll... Okay, I'm obviously going to end this episode right here. Next time we're definitely going to go to the surface. Whatever that entails and whatever that does for us, we're finally going to do it. Before that, I might or might not do some shopping for ship upgrades, perhaps. Maybe a better engine, maybe a better lamp, something to fill those currently unused slots. I guess the light actually goes on the bridge slot, probably. Well, anyway, you know, I want to see what we can do, perhaps. I really don't know why we still have beginner's luck, apparently. And still have the mirror catch box. Whatever. That's fine. And of course I can always... Could I actually upgrade to a better boat? That's the question, right? No. What we currently have costs 2,000, so obviously we can't possibly afford an upgrade over that. Trade. Right. Could trade this in for 1,000. But yeah, then we would still need 2,000 to be able to afford the next better ship in the list. And you know, I feel like that's... Who's ever going to upgrade to this one? Isn't it always, pretty much always going to be more worthwhile to save up, to at least skip one and get the Corvette right away, for example? There might be other considerations, I don't know, like, you know, number of slots and number of cargo hold capacity and whatnot. So, I don't know, maybe this is enough of an upgrade to actually be worth it. But yeah, not actually within our reach quite yet. Maybe after the trip to the surface, if we survive that, and yeah, depending on how that goes, who knows. But, well, for now, I'm going to end the episode. As I said, I'm going to go over all the available options, ship part options right now, in between episodes, and see if anything seems to make sense to get before the trip. Otherwise, I guess I'm just going to try to hold on to as much money as possible, because we're always going to be needing more, right? So, you know, there's no need to spend all of it, or really any of it necessarily. Maybe we're good for the trip as it is. Be that as it may, as always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.